So we are waiting for a few more guests, but I think we should get started. This event will anyway be recorded and placed on our website. First of all, I would like to take a moment to welcome everybody for making their time on a very, very busy Monday afternoon to join us to hear about what Sangachatvam has done the last 10 years. And I really stand here more as somebody who has, been a bit of a support for the mission, but really the mentors, the volunteers, and the trainees are the ones that deserve all the credit. So with that, let's begin.
In the vast and vibrant nation of India, where dreams soar high, there's an unsettling reality that cannot be ignored. Each year, a staggering 1.5 million engineers graduate, filled with hopes and aspirations for a better future. But a haunting truth stands. A whooping 80% of these young engineers are considered unemployable. Imagine the scale of disappointment, the weight of unfulfilled dreams, and the burden of unemployment that affects our nation's youth. A striking 50% of our population is below the age of 25, filled with potential and energy, yet they find themselves adrift in a sea of uncertainty.
Hello everyone, I am Hemant. After initially losing my first job, I was having a very low point in my life where I had to waste around few months of time doing nothing.
Hello, hi, my name is Jafar. Actually, I was completed my BTech in 2017. I've struggled to getting a job for lacking of communication.
Hi, my name is Rahul. After my engineering, I worked few months in IBM and then in Byju's. I never felt satisfied working there and never saw growth there. And I did not know what to do next.
Hi, I'm Bhargavi. I finished my engineering in Ballari and later I came to Bangalore in search of job. There I got one job, but I am not happy with that job. But I just wanted to move to software, but I don't know how.
Hi, I'm Ishaswini. In 2019, one of my family friends suggested me to join Sangachitvam for improving my technical skills and to build my career.
Hi, I'm Subhosh Indulkar. I am a mechanical engineer by education. I've also worked as a design engineer for a year, but it was not for me. So I tried a bunch of other things during the COVID period, but none of them worked out, and I was actually very lost with lack of direction in life.
When we started this whole effort about 10 years ago, we started off with a mission of creating or enabling about 500,000 jobs. That's what we started the mission with. And what we noticed is every year, if you just take the engineering cadre, and we are not restricted to engineering, just engineering cadre alone, 1.5 million students graduate every year in India. And there's something in the range of about 150 to 200,000 jobs. So the rest of the folks, there's no easy way for them to find jobs. Their parents have spent enormous sums of money, taking them through English medium education, putting them in schools, going 17 years of education and no job. In fact, some of the first people we ran into, they came from such poor economic situations that their parents were facing the repayment of compound interest loans. and really buckling under the weight. So we looked at all these and said, let's do something different. We looked at training programs like NIIT and other things, which are all essentially a commercial venture. They don't have any guarantee what happens at the end of it. Next slide.
But amidst these shadows, there shines a ray of hope, Sangachatva. NGO was born with a strong vision to serve and empower thousands of able and willing citizens, enabling them to break free from the chains of poverty. The mission is clear: to equip those in need with life changing skills that bridge the gap between their aspirations and the demands of the new modern digital world. At Sangachatvam, we firmly believe that everyone deserves a chance to lead a life of self reliance, independence, and dignity. Through life and employability skills, we are molding these young minds into employable contributors who will fuel the growth of our nation's economy and bring positive change to society.
But back then in 2019, the buzzword was data analytics, and the courses were costing 1 lakh rupees. I was scrolling my LinkedIn profile where I got to know that Sangachatvam teaches data analytics for free, and that too in Jainagar, which is close to my home. I thought, why not try?
After joining Sangachatvam, I had a regular interaction and training on real-time tasks with the industry standard mentors, where they helped me in understanding how the projects work on the real time and how the products go to market.
This is a unique platform where you are not just coming and sitting and listening to lectures, where you are given real life problems which you will face in real life projects.
So that led to our vision. We saw students not being able to find jobs. We ran into people who had other issues, differently abled. People who maybe had depression, anxiety, other issues that prevented them from getting into the workplace. We also saw students that just wanted to have a better life. They wanted to learn more. It's not that everybody was coming who was differentially able. There were people who just wanted to do better. And we also saw this huge um, discrimination on the other end. People who were 35 plus, 40 plus, not finding a job anymore. Many of them had sons and daughters, and we saw the discrimination at the other end. We said, how do we ensure that people can continue to lead a life of dignity and self-reliance? And we know we are just a very small force, but we said, let's take one step, right? And let's take one step and see what happens. And then let's see, what kind of help we get as we go along. So one of the important things for us is we're looking for adults who are able and willing. So willingness of the person is hugely important to us. If somebody has exceptional talent but they're not willing to put in the work, it's very hard for us to take them forward. So you'll find that this is a place of tough love. We don't hold back. If this is what you need, you'll hear it from the mentors, so you know where you stand. And that really helps because everybody knows what's expected from them, and there's a chance for them to grow. So our mission is to empower all adults who pass through our centers. We don't have a cutoff criteria. You may be surprised. Everybody asks us, do I need a degree in A, B, or C? We say, can you operate a computer? Okay, then you are qualified. So we've taken people with that kind of background. We've taught them programming if that's what they wanted to learn. Because of our background in data analytics and data sciences, we work around the entire ecosystem of data sciences, starting from algorithms itself, but also data engineering, DevOps, and other areas. So our mission, and we didn't stop here. We also went into healthcare and other areas as well. Please come. So Sangachandram was formally made and is now a APG. It was formally launched in 2017, but AmberTag started this mission in 2013 itself. And from Sangachandram, which is a formally launched initiative, we've already trained 350 candidates. We have about 30 industry mentors who are actually dedicated with us and give a lot of time for teaching. 90% of the folks have been placed in reputed companies. We've also launched several others. We hold a blood donation camp here probably every few months, every 3 months. We've also taught meditation. We have actually meditation teachers here. We've done other things like donated to orphanages. We've also been part of a cleanathon. Please come. We've also been part of a cleanathon. We actually we got some mention in the local social media for doing a very good job of cleaning this 40th cross. One of the things we realized is based on the kind of training we've given people, if you take 3 Sangachadram graduates and put them at the core of a company, we found those companies have succeeded. So ever since we started training people, we've had entrepreneurs come to us and say, we want to build a company. Can we take a group of 15 or 20 people from here and build out a company for you? And we've had a chance to go ahead and do that. And if you have 3 people from Sangachadram there, it's good enough. Of course, you need the rest of the ecosystem. You may need doctors, engineers, business folks. You need all of those. But the strength of the training is such that even 3 people carry a lot of weight. The second thing is we've also tried to create jobs. And this is like very important. A lot of training institutes train very well. They charge for the training. And if they do a really good job, they displace jobs. So if they train 1,000 people well, those 1,000 will go and take 1,000 jobs from other folks. What we try to do is set a very high standard. We said, can we actually create the job? So we created ways for Silicon Valley entrepreneurs primarily to go to VCs and get money that was just sitting in the bank and create a new stream of jobs. So most of our jobs are not displaced jobs. We have created about 1,100 new jobs in the process in the last 10 years. We have displaced 250 jobs with our trainees. Because as people want to grow, they have to go out and find jobs. So this has been our balance. And the jobs that we have created have created a revenue of about 13 to 14 million dollars. So we've created almost $14 million worth of jobs in the last 10 years for privileged, underprivileged trainees and the like. We've also done a small study where we realized that each person has an impact of about 20 people around them. So our net impact, we have realized, is somewhere in the range of about 20 to 30,000 people since our inception. While we teach people Python and C++ and the technology skills, we've also added hardware and DevOps. And we would love to add something in the healthcare cadre if we have guidance and mentorship. We've been working in the space because of the technology skills, but we're definitely looking to add cadre there. If it's ECG technicians or whatever is the need, we would love to get guidance on the healthcare side. Over 9 companies have formed on our talent. 4 of them are completely Valley funded. The others are partially funded. We had our first successful exit last year when one of the healthcare companies on the platform was acquired by a Boston-based, very well-known company called Inference. And we're hoping that many more follow suit. And more than 50 companies have had our diaspora. So we are, as part of this round, looking to reach out to companies to say, are you guys willing to place a bet to create a talent pool of 15 or 20 people with us and take it forward? Continue. Now, the reason we succeeded is because of our educators. Would a few of the mentors raise their hands, including the folks who have joined? Yeah. So these folks have been the backbone of Sangachatma. They operate as actually all of these roles. Right from advisor to counselor to guide. They are there. Ours is a Gurukul system. It's an office Gurukul, not the home Gurukul, but it's an office Gurukul. It is you come to work and you immersively learn the technologies. You get classroom education and then you work on probably the most difficult projects along with your mentors. And we also want more people to come on board as officers or counselors or any of these different roles.
I have come into Sangachatvam with about 33 years of experience. Experience actually span across multiple organizations across the globe. And I'm here and I'm able to ensure that we speak to graduates and bring them in so that we can make employees of them. We don't just impart technical skills alone. We use our experiences to ensure that we provide the environment that will help the candidate identify his passion to deliver and achieve. We ensure that he gets the fineness in terms of communication, problem solving and other technical skills alongside soft skills which will enable him to deliver and continuously improve. When a graduate joins Sangachatvam and he moves out after securing employment, we feel very satisfied with the success that he has achieved. It actually gives us the satisfaction that we made another graduate employable.
I have visited quite a few colleges to talk about this trust of ours and have noticed that students fall typically into three categories. The first is where they are able to fare well in campus interviews and get themselves a job. And the second are those type who are technically very sound but are not able to express themselves and help them see through. The third are where probably they would have fared better had they been mentored properly. At Sangachatvam, we welcome the second and the third types and bring them into our fold and help them blossom.
Experience with Sangachatvam. So I have encountered quite a few lot of aspiring people who want to make a career in data science at this place. So I have come across diverse set of students who have come here with different kind of ideations and the urge to learn here. So I've been happy in mentoring these students all along the way, and I found them, each one has their own way of creativity, understanding of a problem situation and trying to come up with their own ways of solving it. For some people it took some time, but others were able to really come up with their unique ways of solutions to a problem, so that and these are the people who have made quite good in the journey in their data science careers.
I am proud to say that I have been recognized twice as an employee of the quarter and also as an emerging leader in the organization.
I transitioned myself into a UI UX designer. I feel this is where I want to progress. I was able to identify my career here.
Currently, I'm working as a full stack developer in 3 projects, and also I won Employee of the Quarter 3 times.
I got an interview from AmberTag. Everything went well, and I'm now working as a data analyst here at AmberTag.
And now I'm here as a happy employee.
I am honored to be part of this transformative journey. Sanghachadar's commitment in empowering Indian youth is unwavering, and we are seeing the positive impact of those efforts. With the dedication of our mentors, trainers, and donors, we create long-lasting positive impact on countless youths.
Just a quick um, info about our batches. So already in the 10th batch, and like one of the mentors was saying, every student is different, every student is unique, and having a Gurukul system allows you to, really understand that and see that as a strength, not as a weakness. And so you can see that during COVID time, the batch strength they have gone down. And who's eligible, right? Anyone willing to learn. That's been what we started off with. Please. Yeah, so we have to give a huge thanks to AmberTag. And AmberTag has been the finishing school for Sangachadram for the last 10 years, where until next time, where once the trainee goes through Sangachadram, so typically the trainees are about 60% ready at the end of the first 6 to 12 months. The subsequent part of their education will cost at least $4,000 to $5,000 per person, and that's been borne by AmberTag. And we are looking, so some of those have been a lot of learning, some of those have not been as efficient for us. And we're looking in the future to have mentors be full-time in Sangachadram so we can cut that learning process, cut the time for that learning process. So here's our goal for the next 10 years. 500K jobs, we haven't wavered. Are we all ready? Not all hands are going up. Come on, guys. Okay, we want to get to 108 centers. So this is our first. We have a center in the US in Milpitas. That's our second center where we've actually trained our first homeless war veteran who was basically has come back into the workforce. So we have our second center there. And the last 10 years, we really understood what is our foundation. We realized that we have mentors who are not going to run away even against the most difficult odds. And that's a huge source of strength for us. Real hats off to the leaders and mentors, folks that helped us get here, folks that have really shown their commitment. The next thing is acceleration. So we'll tell you what we want to do the next 12 months in a moment. And then we want to really consolidate and grow. So we are looking to scale this very rapidly. And I would like to informally thank the folks from Art of Living to come here as well. We are looking to see how we can take what we have learned and spread the creation of these centers. For the success of each center, there's a formula. You need 3 ingredients. You need mentors, you need industry connect, and you need the students, the able and willing students. So given that we have a lot of mentors, we can send our mentors to other places. We think two mentors would be a very good DNA for the new center. So we can send our mentors to other places. The industry connect is very important. AmberTag has played a fantastic role as far as the industry connect for Sangachadram goes. And what AmberTag has done is really bridge the gap between the talent and the jobs. So you need a similar kind of industry connect. So you need very committed folks in the industry who can help you bridge the gap. And then, of course, you need the talent that is able and ready to learn. So we think that we can, we can start setting up these centers. We would love to explore with places like Art of Living. We would love to explore with other cities. And we are ready and we are on a mission. In the next 12 months, can you go back? Our job, so in the last 10 years, we created 1,200 jobs. We want to create 1,200 jobs in the next 12 months. You ready? Yes? Okay, our mentors are first to raise their hands. That's a great sign. We want to look at potentially rural colleges, and we were thinking 2 mentors per college, like I mentioned earlier, and 2 industry connectors per college. So I know many of you have a great reach. If we can connect to a few institutions, not all of them are going to say yes. Maybe 1 in 10 may say yes. And if they're ready to say yes, we can tell them what we want and what's the DNA of a successful engagement. And we would love to take this forward. Okay, let's continue.
I would really thank for the mentors, trustees, in Sangachatvam who have helped me to what I am today.
Thanks to all the mentors, trustees, and donors because of what I am today.
I thank Sangachadvam for providing me for this platform to showcase myself.
And I'm very grateful to Sangachadvam as well as Ambertag for giving me the opportunity to find a direction in life and to explore my potential and to do some productive work for myself and other people.
But the task is monumental. We need your support. We need your belief in education, in empowerment. And we need you to stand shoulder to shoulder with us in this journey and support these young minds, these aspiring young minds, to really become what they want to in their lives.
Your contributions, no matter how small, make a world of difference. Together, let's build a society where every youngster has a chance to shine, where no dream is left unfulfilled, and where the promise of a brighter future becomes a reality.
Love every soul in the world we live in. This is the art of living for you and me. Sangachatvam, Sambhagatvam, Sambho Manansi Janitam. Sangachatvam, Sambhagatvam, Sambho Manansi Janitam. Tu hai jyoti, you're the sun. Tu hi to hai, you're the one. Shakti Osa, tu hai you're the one. Sangachatvam, Sambhagatvam, tu hi sas mera, ek hi vishwas mera. Sambho Manansi Janitam. Kamuranchu ekdam, ekala sabdo sakis.
So now is when it begins. So join us. Help us connect the 2 most difficult roles, especially for those coming from outside. Industry connect. Help any Sangachatvam center get the dollars, right? And nobody's asking for charity. Allow us to execute, and we execute at the highest levels. The team has last year built technology to navigate a catheter inside the human heart. So it can execute at unprecedented levels. So one is the industry connect. Second is sponsorship. So I am holding out the bowl, and whatever you feel like, it can be a rupee, it can be more. Your whatever you contribute to us is a blessing. So we will take that, and it will allow us to go to the next step. So just to show you what the costs are. So typically, since it's an immersive program, so it typically costs us about $1,000 per student for 1 year. This includes the cost of the mentor, the cost of the space, the cost of providing the skills, and very often they also get into execution for projects. So we have to make sure that there's proper coverage for that. So one student 1 year is 1,000, 2 years is twice that, and one student for the entire time is about $4,000 for us right now. So help us with anything, partial or full. We're happy to to take it and to support the team. We just want to thank Mr. N.C. Murthy for his donation to us. We would like to thank Dr. Lakshman, who was here, Mr. Vijay Raghavan, who have already are beginning to help us with the next phase of Sangachatvam. So definitely reach out to us and spread the word, get the word across to more people. Industry Connect, other companies that want to take a chance with this. So for example, any company that's planning to be alive for 5 years or more, we have a great value proposition for this, which is pick up a group of 10 students. Now, there's no guarantee that 10 students are going to join, but what you will learn in creating the educational material and in taking the students through the training process with your mentors, you will build a pipeline that will sustain you for a very long time. Sooner or later, the market's going to pick up, and everybody is going to go after a very small pool of available talent. Sangachatvam allows you to expand that talent, and we've had enormous success. Whether it is data science or healthcare or e-commerce or what are some of the other areas? Data, solar. We've done a lot of work in the solar space. Data tagging. We actually even operated a bakery for about 5 years. So we've had many different areas in which we've operated, so definitely would love to engage with companies that are looking at a long horizon. So with that, thank you all very much for coming, for taking the time on a very busy weekday. Huge thanks to the mentors. You guys have been tireless. I am just a spokesman, but you guys have all been absolutely tireless. Tremendous consistency. Batch after batch has come, and I know of almost nobody that's not placed right now. So thanks again.